Hi, and welcome to your week 1 abs and glutes workout. Okay, you're only going to need a mat for this 30-minute workout, and that's exactly where we're going to start. On our backs, on our mats, knees bent, and feet flat on the floor, like so. Okay, and we're just going to start off with some gentle diaphragmatic breathing. So breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. While you're pregnant, of course, your lung capacity reduces. So it's really important that once you're not pregnant anymore, you get used to filling those lungs right back up again, all the way down to the bottom and out to the side and out to the back as well. So drawing that breath down all the way to the bottom, out to the sides, to the back and to the front as well, before exhaling. Now, as we exhale, I want to introduce a gentle Kegel. So breathing in deeply, in through the nose, and then gently out and slowly out through the mouth as we draw together the pubis and coccyx and lift the pelvic floor. And again, breathing deeply in through the nose, and then as we exhale, we lift the pelvic floor. Now it's really important when lifting the pelvic floor, we don't squeeze the bottom as well. So we really target that hammock of muscles that's underneath you, supporting all those organs. So again, breathing deeply in through the nose, and out through the mouth and lifting the pelvic floor. Okay, rolling up onto your side now, onto all fours, back nice and flat. Okay. We're going to continue with that nice deep breathing. But this time, I want you to just tilt your hips into an anterior tilt position. So tucking your tailbone underneath you as you exhale. So breathing in, flattening your back, and then breathing out and tucking your tailbone underneath without arching your back too much. Breathing in, back nice and flat. Breathing out, lifting the pelvic floor and tucking the tailbone underneath you. We're going to do 3 more breath cycles. And there we go. We're going to progress this now into a cat-cow mobilization. So breathing in, tucking the chin towards the chest, rounding the back up, and then as we breathe out, we round the back down and push our chest forward through the window of our arms. So breathing in, tucking the chin in again, and then breathing out as we round the spine down, push the chest forward, lift the chin up. Okay, 4 more of these. And now lifting the pelvic floor as we breathe out. So relaxing as we breathe in, and and contracting as we breathe out. Lifting the pelvic floor with that exhale. Keeping it nice and controlled. Very nice. Okay, now I want you to shift your legs back a little bit. We're going to go into a plank position, but not for long. Okay, and I want you to draw your left knee towards your right wrist, keeping your back leg straight and slowly lowering your body weight down towards the inside of your left thigh and feeling a gentle stretch in your hip, in your left hip. Okay? And if you can, just lifting your chin up and then sinking your weight a little bit lower into that hip and feeling that good stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, we'll swap sides. So pushing forward off the back foot just to relieve the pressure off the inside of your thigh, drawing the other knee up and forward, across towards the left wrist, keeping the back leg nice and straight and lowering your body weight down onto the inside of your right thigh. Okay, and just slowly lifting your head up, looking straight forward and feeling the weight on the inside of your thigh and feeling your hip opening up gently. And 3, 2, 1, and we'll just push forward off the back foot, draw your feet back, and we're going to go into a child's pose now. Knees nice and wide, hands flat on the floor, sinking your hips down onto your heels and lowering your forehead down towards the floor. Again, nice, deep, slow breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and lifting the pelvic floor as you exhale. Relaxing as you breathe in, contracting as you breathe out. I want you to just gently push the heels of your hands down into the floor now and just feel the muscles across the top of your shoulders working hard here. And relaxing that pressure and shifting your body weight forward so your shoulders are over your wrists, knees are underneath your hips. You're going to lift your left hand up, slide it across the floor underneath your armpit and drawing it back through and up towards the ceiling, following your hand with your eyes at all times, okay? And we're going to swap sides now. Lifting your right hand, sliding it along the floor, dropping your shoulder down towards the floor, drawing it back through and up towards the ceiling. Alternating sides, sliding the hand through along the floor, dropping the shoulder, drawing it back through and up towards the ceiling. Good. Hand back down. We'll go again. That's it. Each time you should be able to feel you can stretch a little bit further. And once more, last time, left hand through, dropping that shoulder, sliding it back and up towards the ceiling. Very nice. Okay. All right, what we're going to do next is a bird dog, sliding the hands forward along the floor. So if you'd like to roll out your wrists perhaps, before we get into this, okay? So in that tabletop position, you're going to lift forward, extend away with your opposite arm and opposite leg, okay? So we're going to start off with the left hand and right foot before swapping sides. Right hand and left foot. So this is a really nice, gentle exercise, keeping the hands and feet low to the floor, It means we're just gently working the core without putting too much pressure into it just yet. We're going to do one more on each side. Good. And then back onto your knees. We'll roll the wrists out again. Now, if you have any issues with carpal tunnel or wrist soreness, you can make fists. That's an alternative, or go down onto your elbows whilst you do this, okay? What we're going to do next is a heel raise. So keeping your back nice and flat, hips square to the floor, you're going to lift your heel up towards the ceiling, keeping your knee at 90 degrees. And we're going to do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Let's go. 1. Breathing in on the way down, breathing out on the way up. That's 3. You're not trying to reach too far. Make sure you're not twisting your back. You're just keeping your hips square to the floor. Good, that's 6, 7, nearly there. 8, 9, and 10. Swapping legs over, back nice and flat, leading with the heel. 2, 3, knee at 90 degrees. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Rolling over onto your back next. We're going to do some marching on the spot. Okay, I want you to lift your toes up so you're on your heels, arms by your side, palms flat on the floor, keeping your knees at 90 degrees. Okay, we're going to lift one knee up and then replace it down. I want you to breathe out with the exertion, breathe in as you draw your leg back down, okay? So starting with a deep breath in, exhaling as you lift your knee up. And you might want to put a hand on your tummy just to ensure there's no doming or rounding of your abs. If you find that you are getting like a doming sensation between the walls of the muscle, then it pays dividends to just push actively the small of your back into the floor. You shouldn't feel any tugging or pulling sensation in your lower abs, but if you do, it'd be a good idea just to stop there, okay? Great. And moving on, we are going to do a dead bug now, okay? So a similar move, arms up in the air, both feet up in the air, okay? And I want you to lower your left leg and your right arm. So a bit of coordination required here. Now your right arm and left leg. Okay, so breathing in on the way down, breathing out on the way up, alternating sides. Off we go. And one more on each side. That's it, nice and controlled. And relax there. Good. Rolling onto your side now. We're going to do a clam shell, okay? So with your legs stacked one on top of the other, knees at 90 degrees, okay? I just want you to lift that top knee up and slowly lower it down. Now if you're finding that very easy, very straightforward, rest your hand on top of the knee, just to add a little bit more resistance, okay? And if you're still looking to make it a little bit harder, you can lift your feet up off the floor whilst you do it. All right, remember this is a very gentle reintroduction to moving some of these muscles in a repeated fashion. So we're not looking to really push ourselves too hard just yet. Good. And one more. And we'll roll over and swap sides. So, good. So if you want to put your hand on your knee, you're very welcome to. If you'd rather not, that's absolutely fine. If you want to lift your feet up, again, down to you. Good. Nice, steady breathing. Keeping it controlled at all times, really important. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Rolling onto your back now. And we're going to do a gentle ab crunch, okay? Now, you might suddenly have alarm bells ringing, but trust me, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be a really gentle exercise. When your fingertips to your temples, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, draw your abs in and lift your shoulders just a couple of inches off the floor. And slowly lowering it down. Let's go again. Big breath in. Reaching down to feel your abs and just check there's no doming or rounding. If there is, just try and push your back, the small of your back, further towards the floor, and that should draw everything down. So breathing out on the way up, breathing in on the way down. So super important. And one more. And relax there. Glute bridges next. Absolute classic for this phase and beyond. Something that people do through it no matter what stage in their recovery they are, and even in when they're looking to build big muscle later on, hypertrophy. It's a great exercise for that. So a glute bridge, I want you to start by tilting your hips away from you and then rolling them back towards you and then lifting your hips up and your lower back up off the floor. And then rolling down one vertebrae at a time, tilting the hips away from you at the bottom, tilting them back up towards you and lifting one vertebrae at a time up off the floor, pushing down through your heels, breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. Keeping it nice and controlled. This is a great exercise to do whilst doing your pelvic floor exercises too. So you're breathing in on the way down and relaxing, and breathing out on the way up and lifting the pelvic floor as you lift your bottom up too. Great. And we're going to do one more ab exercise. We're going to do a gentle knee push. Okay, so keeping your back flat on the floor, lifting one foot up, then the other. Okay, so your knees are at 90 degrees, hands on the top of your knees like so. Okay, making sure your tummy is nice and flat, pushing the small of your back in towards the floor. Take a deep breath in, and then as you slowly exhale, I want you to push your hands into your knees and then resist your hands with your knees. And you'll feel a really deep core connection, okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Push into those knees as you exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done, relax there. Good going. All right, that was pretty tough. I don't know about you, but I felt my abs shaking there. It's good to feel that deep core connection. Let's do it again, okay? 3, 2, 1. Let's push as we exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Well done, very good. Have a sip of water if you like. And then we're going to make our way back into the bird dog position. All right, so tabletop, back nice and flat. Okay, extending opposite hand and opposite leg away. All right, are you ready? So breathing out as you push away, breathing in as you draw back towards you. If you're feeling really positive and really good control around here, feel free to lift that hand and foot up off the floor. That's entirely optional. We're going to do 2 more. Great. Back up onto your knees. We'll roll the wrists out. Do 5 rolls in one direction, 5 rolls in the other, before we go back to the heel raises. 10 on each side. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, keeping the pelvis square to the floor. Taking a deep breath in, and then breathing out as you lift the heel up. 10 on each side. That's great. Leading with the heel means that you're engaging your hamstring a little bit more and your calf muscle a little bit more. So you're getting a bit more bang for your buck. Good, and 1 more. And then we'll swap sides. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Good. Deep breathing and absolute control over the hips, over the pelvis. Don't twist your lower back. Good. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good, well done. Rolling the wrists out, if you like, making your way onto your back, and we're marching on the spot again. Okay, so heels on the floor, toes pointing up, lifting 1 foot up, and then lowering it down. Breathing out, breathing in. If you want to feel your tummy, make sure there's no doming sensation. That's absolutely fine. But with a concerted effort to pushing the small of your back into the floor, that should go. Good. Lifting your both hands up and both feet up off the floor. Going for a dead bug next. All right, so lowering opposite hand and opposite leg towards the floor. Breathing in on the way down, breathing out on the way up. Good, and 1 more on each side. And relax there. Great. Rolling over onto your side now, and we're going to do the clam. Okay, so with your feet stacked, one on top of the other, hand on top of your knee if you like, feet off the floor if you fancy, entirely up to you. Go for 10 reps. Let's go. 1. Keeping it controlled all the way. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. Swapping sides then. Good. Elbow underneath the shoulder. Ready when you are. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Almost there. 9. You're doing really well. And 10. Good. 3 exercises left in the session. You're almost there. All right, onto your back now. And we're going to do that gentle crunch, okay? So if you want to do these with your hands on your tummy, if you feel more comfortable like that, or fingertips by the temples, whatever you do, do not put your hands behind your head and yank on your neck, okay? All right, taking a deep breath in and exhaling as you lift the shoulders up off the floor and then slowly lowering them back down. Big breath in on the way down, out on the way up. As you breathe out, draw the abs in and down, and slowly rolling the spine up off the floor. Good. And 2 more. Very nice. Well done. Glute bridges now. Okay, tilting your hips away from you, tilting them back up towards you, lifting the hips up off the floor. 1. 2. 3. That's it, pushing down through the heels, squeezing the bottom, lifting the pelvic floor on the way up. That's 5. 5 to go. 1. 2. That's lovely. Keep your knees facing forward, feet hip width apart. Keep the knees nice and still. 1 more, and we're going to hold it up at the top. We're going to hold it there. Squeeze the bottom, lift the hips as high as you can. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower yourself down there. Well done. Very good. Last exercise coming right up. It's the knee push. Okay, we're going to go twice through. So lifting 1 foot up off the floor, then the other foot, making sure your abs are nice and flat, taking a deep breath in, and then pushing into those knees. Ready, steady, let's go. 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Very good. Hope you're all feeling a deep core connection there. And we go for 1 last time. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Pushing into the knees, feeling the abs working really hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax there. Very good. Very well done. Rolling onto your side. Well done. Putting your hands back. Have just a gentle glute stretch. Rolling the knees side to side. Good. And then sitting with one leg out straight, crossing the other foot over, hugging the knee in with one hand around the top of the knee and one round of hand on the ankle. Pulling in nice and tight. Good. And swapping sides. Just still thinking about your breathing. Deep, slow breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we're about done there for the day. Thanks so much for joining.